I also want us to take a cursory look at something. Let's imagine in a country like Nigeria, somebody earning around, say, 250, 300, that band. There's a tendency, or maybe it's a cultural wiring that makes you feel that you don't have much to put aside. And there are legitimate, like our pastor will say, there are so many legitimacies in our lives that make us make wrong decisions. I need to pay school fees, I need to do this. That if somebody looks at what you have done with the money, they won't say, some people say, "Mo and I don't drink, I don't carry women." And so many things want to take that money out of your purse into your past. Can you help us take a look at, say, somebody in that band and say, these are the areas where your money is really going the wrong way?
Like Grace said earlier on, one of the uniqueness of what we have done is that we are not theoreticians. We are practitioners. I can give you name, phone number of people you can call now that earn 100,000, 200,000, and they are stupendously wealthy. Why? Because they know what others don't know. I just give you an example of my PAs here. Look at, right there, you have palm tree there. 6 million per acre, 15 million per hectare. Anybody that brings somebody to buy one, you are getting 10%. So that means all you need is a network. Uncle, they are selling land, oh, this is the document, oh, your lawyer can go and check, oh, this is the form, fill it. If your uncle buys 1 acre, you are getting 600. If your neighbor buys 1 hectare, you are getting 1.5 million, even though your salary is 100,000. So there are people working for me, earning 150, collecting 15 million every month. Why? Because they are using their network to bring turnover to the company and getting their own portion. So it's financial intelligence that we need. Then let's break it down. What are the 3 major things that takes money from people? Accommodation, roof over your head, feeding, and then school fees. You have to settle it that you have to stay within your level. You are not going to be there forever, but you must stay there. So let's start
school.
Let's start with
because
accommodation.
that gets a lot of people.
I'm coming there. Let's start with accommodation. You are a man and a woman with 1 child. What are you doing in a 2-bedroom? What are you doing in a 3-bedroom? What are you doing in a highbrow area that you cannot pay for? Any rent you need help to pay is too expensive. Any rent you need prayer point to pay is too expensive. Find a location that is suitable to your income. Some people need to leave Lagos and relocate to Ogun State, go to Ibadan.
And they can still become wealthy.
Life and direct. Because technology eliminates villages.
Come on.
You can do transfer from anywhere. You can be on Wi-Fi from anywhere. So all this Lagos is a olden days mindset. Just like Ekolowa. No, that's olden days theory. You can be anywhere. So number 1 is to look for accommodation that works for you. You can do fractional ownership. You can have a 3-bedroom apartment. 1 room is your own. One of my houses in the UK is a 3-bedroom with a penthouse. The penthouse is there. I stayed there with my family once in a while if we want to stay in the place. But we rented 1 room out, room by room. Each of those rooms are being rented by families. In Lagos today, I have children that are doing that all over. So you don't need to have a whole house of your own. If it's only 1 room you can have. Parlor will be our general parlor. Kitchen will be our general kitchen. It is still better than tenement face me and face you. Do you understand that? So find the accommodation that works for you. There are people in Lagos living under the bridge, they did not die. They are living in wooden houses, they did not die. Start from somewhere. Number 2, feeding. He said, you know, I have to eat 3 square meals. Is 3 a square or a triangle? Where do you have the idea that you must eat 3? If it's only 1 you can eat, square it. Because you don't live to eat, you eat to live. Even those that are not hungry will be telling you, where's my lunch? Are you hungry? So you look at your expenses and you cut it down. Eat what you can eat. Some of you are eating meat. You don't need meat. When we were growing up, there are different kinds of food that we ate that brought us to where we are. There is what we call ilalasepo, concussion. So that one, you will now cut the okra, big. The okra will look like meat.
God bless.
To give you a psychological. Then when you want to do, rice, we do concussion. You just mix atagungu, and if you can get some shower, just put it and then cut small. Just give yourself psychological relief. And then you can do konkere. You get beans. One for me, see. You let the water of the beans be more. You now put gari inside. It will now soak it. It will now be so. By the time you take like 4 spoons, you now drink 2 pure water. It will now enlarge inside you. But we are here today. Do you understand now? Then we now go to school. Please, I beg you. Who told you your children must go to school?
Say it again.
Who told you your children must go to school?
Did you hear what I heard?
Let's face reality. The first medical doctor who gave him certificate. The first lawyer who certified the first lawyer. The first accountant who was his own lecturer. Everything you are embracing today, somebody started it. So the first thing you need to do is to understand the main education that anybody needs is good home training and having an understanding of the way the world works. If your children can go through elementary school, they are good. Once they finish primary school like this, as a parent, your responsibility is to discover their giftings and talent and potential. By the time they are supposed to be going to secondary school, look for what their talent is and push them in that direction. So if that your young boy is finishing school at the age of 12, 13, and you realize that, okay, I may not be able to do secondary school, can he go and learn a trade? Can he go and learn something? If it's fashion, can he go to fashion school? If it's electronic, can he go to electronic school? Okay, let's say he has even finished secondary school. Do you know that right now, POP, tiling, electrical, plumbing, these guys are doing millions. And there are people that went to school, nothing. School is not a scam, but the curriculum is a scam. Because most of what they are teaching you, 80% of what you learn in school is useless when you graduate. The word that existed when you went to school, that word will not exist when you finish school. So instead of carrying your children, I want to go to school, and many of you are in private school. If the school fees you are paying for your children, you need fasting and prayer to pay, the school fees is too expensive. And you start with all this jealousy, kindergarten. There is homeschooling. There are so many things you can do. And I've mentioned this thing. You are married to a man, 2 of you. You are married. All the work you are doing, you now carry like 50% of that money to pay rent, another 30% to pay school fees. So 80% of your income is going on 2 items. Why can't somebody stay at home and homeschool the child? Why not? Whether husband or wife. And let the person whose career can bring more income face that one. Because see, there are things we need to rethink. Because at the end of the day, they go to school, they graduate, they don't have a job. They now go and do master, they become master over nothing. Because the educational system is created as an assembly line for producing job seekers, not job creators. So the curriculum is skewed towards. So by the time you finish after primary school, secondary school, university, after spending about 21 years, you now graduate. The first letter you write is I beg to apply. So you spend 21 years to be a beggar. So we have to, as a family, have that rethink. And then it will help us to now know how to manage all the things we have. And no matter what, even if you are doing 250, 150, once you know how to make more money, you'll be amazed, like I give you an example now, at how you can make more money than that 150 or that 250 that you're making. Then if from that 250, you are just putting 25,000, 10% is all you need to save. If you are saving 10% of your income, because our grandparents and those that have come before us, they didn't go to school. You know, in Lagos now, the illiterates are the landlord, the educated ones are the tenants. They didn't go to school, but they had financial intelligence, they had common sense. They knew that this money I'm making, go to the market, go to my 12 here, go to Ojuoye, go to Mushi. There are people that are not earning as much as you earn. They don't have the kind of education you have, but they understand this law. Every day, one job, 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day. At the end of the month, the guy collecting the 1,000 will come, they are supposed to collect 31. The guy will collect 10% and give them 27. That 27, they will not spend it. They have another susu that they are doing 2020 or 25. So as they are collecting that 27, on that 25. That 25 in 10 months, on my 250. As they are collecting that 250, they are not spending it. They are either using it to pay school fees for their child, or they are using it to make a deposit for a land in the village that they are using to farm tomato or farm cucumber. So these are how people do. You just come here wearing suit and tie, ignorant people, proud and arrogant. You are poor and proud. Double jeopardy. Look at this meeting now. They will not come. But if we are calling phone number now, we are pouring all on the eye. They will hear everybody will be falling and breaking chair. It is well.